Hello, fabulous superstar Taurus. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of June 2024. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. Boy, is this a very special time, and it truly is special right out of the gate. We have rare, supremely harmonious, fortunate celestial events taking place. You might remember late last month, Jupiter left your sign after being there for just over a year. And now Jupiter moves forward and begins to bless different areas of your life, one at a time, as it was last year that you started a brand new 12-year cycle. And so now here we are. We have started year 2 of a 12-year cycle, and all that you've come to understand about you now are going to use it to apply towards your understanding of prosperity meaningful to you and how it is you define abundance in uniquely your own terms. In a very literal way, you are at the beginning of a journey that is set to help you to create more prosperity for yourself, more money, but also more generosity on your part, because it looks like you have it to give. And these tendencies start out really strong right out of the gate. Over the 3rd and 4th date of this month, we have powerful, rare energies. What's rare is the fact that Jupiter will speak in supreme harmony with Pluto. Now, this type of supremely harmonious connection happens about twice in any given 14-year period. So it is rare and it is special. It is powerful energy at play here, transformative, focused energy. Now, add to it the fact that Mercury is in the mix as well, meeting Jupiter, speaking in supreme harmony with Pluto as well. Well, all of this does suggest that mind, perception, conversation, communication, but also practical things that you're doing, practical steps that you're taking are all designed to help you to understand what prosperity is for you and also connect you to a deeper type of healthy self-love and healthy self-esteem. Now, of course, I talk a lot more about this larger Jupiter transit here on my YouTube channel. I talk about it on my website, nadiyashah.com, so you may want to consider those resources. But having said that, know that this energy is strong right out of the gate this month. It is with you. And if you're trying to make any type of power move where it comes to improving your finances, it is right out of the gate that you want to tap into the best of these energies, at least for now. On the 6th of the month, we have this month's new moon in the same part of the sky that Jupiter is in, that Mercury is in as well. And this financial part of your sky is set to have some new possibilities, potentials, and beginnings lined up for you. The new moon is hand in hand with your ruling planet Venus. So you are deeply invested in what is transpiring here at this time. The lessons being stirred are deeply meaningful to you and helping you to feel more connected to some truth about yourself, some sense of your own identity, your own power to shape things to your advantage. Chiron is speaking in harmony, so there is a sense of a healing vibe playing out here. But we do have Saturn from a friendship part of your sky speaking in a conversation of tension to this new moon. And what that suggests is friends and money do not mix at this time. If it is that you have it to give, then that's great. Do what it is that feels right for you to do in light of your unique circumstances. But just know that this could be one of those times where you're having to think through and be honest with yourself as part of figuring out how much or how little connection you're going to have there where it comes to friends and money and how you feel about it and how it is now that you want to move forward. On the 22nd of the month, we will have this month's full moon. This full moon is special for a couple of reasons. So one is I want you to consider what a blue moon is, right? So we call a blue moon a few different things. Culturally, we consider a second full moon in a given calendar month a blue moon. Astrologically, we think of 2 full moons back to back, 28 and a half days apart, in the same sign as representing a blue moon period. In particular, it's that second full moon that more specifically is considered the blue moon. So what we have happening here is a full moon happening in fellow earth sign Capricorn, a worldly part of your sky. And it's taking place on the 22nd of the month at the very beginning of this part of the sky. Next month, it will be a full moon in this same part of the sky, in the energy of Capricorn, but at the very end of the sign. So it's that second full moon next month that will be the blue moon, but it is now that the universe is setting the stage for that celestial event. And this full moon that happens this month, it represents a sense of possibility and worlds opening up to you. And as much as full moons can suggest culmination and conclusion, they suggest emotional clarity, that's for sure. But because this is happening at the very beginning of this part of your sky, with the closure, with the culmination, comes a sense of the possible, comes a sense of what it is that you are beginning at this time. Most likely related to some matter having to do with long distance travel, immigration, citizenship, higher learning, legal matters, but also the personal beliefs that help you to make sense of the world, that guide your life. Now, the full moon will be in supreme harmony with Mars that will be in your sign at that point. And so there is this sense of feeling very alive that is part and parcel with a spirit of adventure that might find you at this time. Whatever your impetus, whatever your impulse, of course, you want to honor it and encourage it, but understand that it's also representing a beginning. As much as you're getting honest with yourself about the truth of what you feel in a matter very likely correlated to these areas that I just mentioned, at the same time, it is a beginning. And that beginning ultimately is going to open up worlds to you. It's going to help you to foster a more meaningful optimism than you knew before. So whether it's your own personal energy that starts to shift at this time, or practical opportunities, your relationship to the world in some way is going to go through a transformation. And as much as you think you have the answer, it is in many ways just a beginning. Now, a week after the full moon, we have Saturn going retrograde. So for most of this month, Saturn appears to be standing still in the sky. We'll go retro in that friendship part of your sky as we get to the end of the month. And that is a reality check moment. That is a moment of stark honesty. And for you, it's going to be related to your connection to a group of people, professionally, personally, or a particular friend in your life. But it's those social connections now that end up being a touchstone for you of sorts, to help you to understand some truth about what's happening in your life, what's happening with you, and where needed, maybe some dose of reality, especially related to whom it is another person is. Now, this could show up for you at a social event, so just keep that in mind. If you are attending certain social events or relying on social connections for professional advancement, you will want to pace yourself a little bit. You'll be able to see what it actually entails to move forward with that sense of professional possibility. But for all that, the great thing about Saturn stationary in the sky is that it helps you to get honest. And for you, it's going to be honest about who other people are, what your connections to them actually are, how you feel about those connections, and from there, deciding the next best steps for you. Now, where it comes to matters of love, on the 9th of the month is when we are going to have Mars move into your sign. This is a big deal. As much as Venus is goddess of love and pleasure and beauty, right? Your ruling planet. Mars is the more physical expression of desire, of attraction, of electricity, of feeling propelled towards other people, of feeling awakened as a result of desire. And having Mars in your sign tends to suggest the beginning of about a month and a half where You are about to feel more awake, more alert, more alive, more engaged, including in the context of love. For those of you open to meeting someone new, you are likely going to want to connect with other people. You'll be feeling especially courageous in your pursuit of meaningful connections with others. That'll have you being more bold than you otherwise might be. But yeah, at the very least, you're going to begin to have some key and memorable moments play out for you now. For those of you just starting to date someone, well, look, Mars is also an energy of truth, and it's going to help you to get honest about how you really feel about this person. With Mars entering your sign, either there's going to be an increase of passion, or you are going to grow frustrated with this person and decide that this isn't for you, or you might end up doing both, one before the other. But regardless, it doesn't necessarily mean frustration, but it can mean needing to get more honest about your immediate reactions and responses to this person, why they are there, how you really feel about them. And for those of you in an established bond, the overwhelming majority of Taurians are going to find this a time of increased passion and connection and desire, which can be a beautiful thing. There is going to be a small percentage of Taurians who will find themselves challenged to be patient with your partner. It might feel hard to do that. Now, sometimes it's because there are things in your life that you desire to change. And because you're frustrated that they're not changing or not changing as quickly as you may like, it becomes easy to sort of direct that energy into frustrations at your partner. However, also possible is if there are real issues there that have felt frustrating to you, it becomes very hard to just sweep them under the rug when Mars is in your sign. And so there is a distinction to be made there. Strive to stay honest with yourself as you navigate this moment and seek to understand more fully and more deeply the root of what you are feeling, but more importantly, what you can do about it. When you direct this energy wisely, great change, but also great power of all kinds become available to you. What I love about this month for you, there's so much here. It is a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. Well, I'm going to say Jupiter, considering we start the month with Jupiter making power moves right out of the gate in a brand new part of your sky, a part of the sky that has to do with money you earn, money you spend, self-love, self-esteem. There are blessings on offer, the kinds that have potential to deeply transform your circumstances from the inside out for the better. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership Rate at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com, where you get expanded, exclusive video scopes. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Links are in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.